Yo, X, this is Marlon. Man, I just wanted to give you a little shout out before the big game this week. And I know you guys will kill it. Just remember, be a leader. Everybody knows what you can do with the ball. And we all know you have the big playability. The whole nation knows it now. But remember, you're just a distraction just being on the field. Don't be selfish. Allow the other guys to get the ball and block for them downfield. It's going to be important. This is an important game going up against, you already know, one of our biggest rivals here in this school. So, I'm proud of you, man. You've been killing it so far. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. And, man, you're killing it. I'm proud of you. I'll be there to watch the game. And, man, it's going to be a good one, but we're going to take care of business. I believe in you. I believe in this team. Now go out there and get it.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome to one of the biggest games in Whitetails history as we take on our rival, the Wisconsin Badgers at Camp Randall Stadium. This will be a tough game. Kirk Herbstreit is actually going with the Badgers in this one, so he is expecting an upset at home for the Badgers, and they are led by quarterback Brad White, the senior. And behind him, their running game isn't as talented as years past. Ryan Hill is their leading back. He's a junior, 6'1", but only 78 overall. He's got the speed, he's got the elusiveness, but he's not even at 1,000 yards. That's definitely something that you're not used to seeing with this Badger team. Really, the passing offense has been leading the way. Josh Patterson has 9 touchdowns, and so does Watson. So 2 big receiving targets there for this offense and not a big running back. But their defense isn't ranked very high, but they have talent all across the board. So if we want to win, we're going to have to play good defense and play good offense to kind of get some guys the ball, like Xavier Storm, our best guys. And this is a big game for them because they have 3 of the top 20 defensive tackles visiting for this game. So let's kick it off as Marlon Yarbrough and Adam Miller are both in attendance for this game. And everybody is watching this one. The winner will go, at least if we win, we will go to the conference championship. So first play, here's a run out to left side. That's a stop in the backfield. That's Nathan Beaver, the junior, as that's a loss of 1. So 2nd and 11 this time. Brad White, he's going to tuck it and run, and you forget he can run the ball. He is a dual threat quarterback. They don't run a ton from the shotgun, but the running game is going to have to be a big part of their offense. So here is Ryan Hill right on cue, getting a carry up the middle for a gain of 6 yards. And look, they are coming from the shotgun quite a bit to start out this game. On a 3rd and 4, throw to the right side. It's going to be thrown out of bounds, and we will force the 3 and out, or not even a 3 and out. That was 5 plays on that one, and we get the ball back after the punt. So here we go back on offense. First throw across the middle of the field. That's Price Greer, the red shirt freshman to freshman connection for DiRoberto and Price Greer. I love Price Greer. He's an athletic tight end. He picks up a gain of 21 to start out this game. So here's a counter play out to left side. That's Jabari Blaze, the senior. He's got a gain of 7 on that carry, bringing it to a 2nd and 3 at about the 46-yard line. Handoff. Blaze gets hit, but he does pick up the first down, 3 yards on that carry, as now we're rocking past the 40-yard line. DiRoberto from the shotgun, throws to left side. He's got Jacoby Beck, who drops it on a big 3rd down, and that would have been an easy first. And we are going to line up to go for it here on a 4th and 6, just out of 4-down territory. Here is DiRoberto, throw to left side, that's caught. This time Maurice Jackson gets open. 18 yards for Maurice highlights Jackson, the freshman, and he's got a 1st down. So now at about the 22, they send some pressure, and there is Chris Coretta, the senior tight end, and he's got a gain of 13. We have 2 good tight ends, Price Greer and Coretta. I love the 1-2 punch they provide. So here is Jabari Blaze getting a counter play up the middle. He's got about a gain of 6, and he gets it to about the 2-yard line, as now we line up at the 2. We're going to hand it right back to him. This time Blaze tries to fight forward and pinballs in. Touchdown for Jabari Blaze. And that is going to get us on the board first on this first drive. That's a nice drive. We kind of had a hiccup there on that 3rd down drop from Beck, but we recovered. It's 7-0. So here is Hill back on offense, getting a big carry up the middle. He's breaking a couple tackles and will get to the 35-yard line. He is elusive. He's got a gain of 20. He's got 92 speed, so that's definitely going to have to be neutralized for us to have a chance. So on the next play, there's a handoff up the middle, and he almost broke that one. And that brings it to a 3rd and 2. This time White tries to scramble. He gets tackled from behind. That's a nice tackle by Richard Lewis. And we will get them to punt the ball away. And out comes our offense back out onto the field. So as this first quarter winds down, here's DiRoberto scrambling out to the right side. He will just get rid of this one. Smart throw on that one. And now here's a 3rd and 8. This time DiRoberto has all day to throw. Throws across the middle. That's Chris Coretta who comes back and gets the ball. Way to help your quarterback out, fighting for yardage. It's a gain of 12 and a 1st down. So now we're into the second quarter. DiRoberto, quick throw across the middle. It's Jacoby Beck who does hold on to this one. That's another 1st down throw, gain of 10 yards as we do cross the 50-yard line. So running Maurice Jackson in motion. This time they're sending a blitz again. Maurice goes up and gets it, puts on a move, and he's got a lot of room. He doesn't have the top-end speed, but a lot of wiggle. Gain of 31, and that's a big-time run after the catch. So now we're inside the 20-yard line. DiRoberto scrambles out to the right side. Wide open is Xavier Storm. Get it to him. There he is. He fights in for the touchdown. 18 yards. And with that passing touchdown, he does have the school record for passing touchdowns in a season. 28 for DiRoberto. And we're up 14-0 on the road. So here is Wisconsin back on an offense. Brad White under center, handed it off to Hill, who gets a nice lane to the right side. That's a gain of 13. And Bucky is loving that one as they move it to about the 33. Here's a throw across the middle. Robinson goes back and gets it for his quarterback on that one. Gain of 7 yards. So now at about the 45-yard line, Brad White, he's going to try to scramble out, but this time he's not getting away from Brad Robinson, the junior, who was in that first recruiting class. He was redshirted, and now we get it to a 3rd and 8. Throw to the right side. It's going to be Hopkins, but he gets 6. He needed 7. And another 3rd down stop. And where our defense is playing good here in the first half. So back out on offense. Here is Jabari Blaze. He's got 5 yards up the middle as we get it to a 3rd and 5 at about the 34-yard line. Throw to the right side. Chris Coretta does fight forward to the 39. That's a gain of 6. That's a 1st down. Coretta's had 5 catches so far. They've all been for 3rd down conversions. So here's DiRoberto. Another trying to throw out to the right side, but he can't get rid of it. The pressure was right there. And now we get it to a 3rd and 23. Trying to make something happen here on a 3rd and long. Throw across the middle, and it's almost picked off. Trying to force it to Xavier Storm on that one, and that's going to be incomplete. And we do punt the ball away, giving Wisconsin an opportunity here with 2 minutes left. Here is Brad White back on an offense. He's going to try to scramble. That's only a gain of 5. So a minute 10 left. Draw play up the middle. That's Hill, who does get enough for the first down, tackle by Derek and Pinto. So 1st and 10. Throw across the middle. It's going to be their tight end, Patterson. He's got 9 touchdowns on the year. He picks up a gain of 15 on that throw. And now they got to pass the 50-yard line here with 40 seconds left. Brad White, all day to throw. We have the quarterback contained on. He takes a big hit and gets it to about the 30-yard line. I'm surprised he held on to that one. It's a 1st down, but this clock does continue to run. Here's a lob out to the right side. There's a nice throw to Patterson again. That one was on the money. And now they are inside the 15-yard line with about 25 seconds left. Handoff to the right side. Hill can't get away from a few Whitetails. Marvin Jones is there as he brings them down. And that brings it to a 3rd and 5. This clock is still running. Brad White this time tries to get away, breaks a tackle, and he does get sacked. That is Shaq Royal, who does get credited with the sack, and they will settle for the field goal going into halftime, 14-3. That was an amazing first half. Let's see if we can keep it up in the second half. So here we go to start the second half. Wisconsin does kick it off to the Whitetails, and we will start with the ball. Xavier Storm back to receive this one. He makes a move to the outside. Another block. Nice block, and he's going to have the speed. He does make it across the 50-yard line. That's a return of 56 yards. Nice way to start out this drive. So here, 1st and 10. Quick throw out to the right. There, Storm again. Give it right back to the leader on the receiving core, the sophomore. He's got 2 receptions for 30 yards. So 2nd and 6 this time. Throw to the right side. It's Chris Coretta who gets loose, and he will make it inside the goal line. Touchdown, 31 yards. Chris Coretta. Wow, it's tough to take that guy down. He didn't have the top end speed, but fell forward. It's 21-3 here as Wisconsin looks like they cannot play defense to keep up with this offense, as we are 16th ranked in the nation. Hopefully with this win, if we do win, we will jump into the top 15, but we have a job to do. Stop this offense. If we can do that, we will come away with the victory. So here's a handoff up the middle. This time Hill trying to get to the right side. Derek and Pinto gets there, and Nathan Beaver cleans it up. That's a gain of 5, as now they get it to a 3rd and 5 at about the 47-yard line. Brad White from the shotgun throw to the right side. That's a tackle. Richard Lewis. Also Derek and Pinto was there. There we go. That's a gain of 2 and another punt. This Wisconsin offense just does not have an answer. So here we are back on an offense. Throw to the left side, trying to get it to Storm. That's knocked away by Tyrone Alston, and that brings it to a 3rd and 10. This time DiRoberto throw to the right side on the sideline. That is Storm. 11 yards, just enough for the first down. So now we get it to about the 36-yard line. Running a jet sweep, this time to Price Greer. We know he's athletic, but that one does not work. That's a gain of nothing. And that brings it to a 3rd and 6. Throw across the middle. That is Jacoby Beck who gets lit up over the middle. And that's going to be a big hit. And Wisconsin will get this ball back on offense. So here is Hill with the carry up the middle. He's going to get about a gain of 5. That's a nice stop. That time by the defensive front. Our defense has been better since Ebiselli's been on the D-line there. Another handoff to the right side, and there is Ebiselli holding down the edge. Richard Lewis gets credited with the tackle. And that brings it to a 3rd and 5. Brad White, dump off to his running back. That's actually his tight end, Patterson. But he's not looking for it. That's a kind of an off-schedule play on that one. And now we get them to punt the ball away. Our defense is having a phenomenal game so far as we move on to the later parts of the 3rd quarter. So back on an offense here on a 3rd and 4. This time DiRoberto throws to the sideline. That's a nice catch. Keep it in bounds. Xavier Storm, 8 yards. Doing what he can, like Marlon Yarbrough said. Being that leader on this receiving core. Even if he's not getting the yards, he's doing his part. So now we get it to the 4th quarter. Facing a 3rd and 4 at about the 40-yard line. This time DiRoberto moves out to the right. He throws it that way. That's Price Greer, the redshirt freshman, 24 yards. If you guys didn't know, fun fact, Justin DiRoberto and Price Greer came in the same recruiting class, and they are also roommates and best friends on the team. So here's Coretta with a throw across the middle. That's a gain of 20. Nice catch by the big tight end. He's closing in on 100 yards this game, as DiRoberto gets it to about the 15. Throw across the middle. That's the senior Jacoby Beck. And remember, Jacoby Beck was the speed guy that we recruited in season 1. He's definitely been that for us. Played every position so far in his tenure with the Whitetails. So we eventually get it inside the 5-yard line on the handoff from Adam Murphy. We keep him in the game. Handoff again. He's in. Touchdown, 28-3. What a game from this offense. What a game from this defense. Wisconsin just does not have an answer. So now we wind this clock down inside of 6 minutes in the 4th quarter. This time Brad White trying to get away. That's a sack. Alvin Ebiselli. He's there for a sack, and you can just see the impact, just the leadership on this defensive line. Sometimes you put a senior out there and he makes plays, and that's exactly what Ebiselli's doing. So 2nd and 20, draw play to the left, and that's not going anywhere. Tackle by Blake Childress. And that gets it to a 3rd and 15 at about the 20-yard line. Brad White, screen pass out to the right. He's going to find Hill, who can't get away from one, but then gets tackled. That's a gain of 7, but not enough, as Wisconsin punts the ball away. So they will concede in this game. And here we are back out on offense. Here's DiRoberto. Throw across the middle. That's Storm just getting a first down, as now we just have to run this clock out as we get the ball across the 50. And it seems like Wisconsin is just not – they're just giving up so far in this 4th quarter. It doesn't seem like they're running any big plays, being really conservative with their play calling. Maybe they may be looking for another direction in their coaching staff. The rumors are going around. Adam Miller has been courted by a couple of Big Ten teams. Wisconsin just may be one of them. And here we are at the last play of the game. Brad White just trying to unload deep, but can't get rid of it. That is Shaq Royal to end this game. And with the win, we are now in the Big Ten Championship. What a season it's been. We have 2 losses in conference, but you got to give it to this team. They have fought all the way back, even after losses, still showing some signs of life, never giving up. And Justin DiRoberto, I got to give it to him. It's been kind of an inconsistent season with DiRoberto, but just remember, he is just a freshman. This is his first year starting, and I think he's just passed with flying colors. He's had a great year, throwing the ball well to everybody. I mean, he's had a couple games where he's had multiple interceptions, but then he comes back with a game like this. 2 touchdowns, no picks, pretty much perfect. And then our defense, I can't say enough about the job we did. We had 4 sacks in this game. That's pretty much crazy because we've never had a game, really. We've had a couple of games where we had 3 or more sacks, but no more than 2. This is the second game, actually, with 3 or more sacks. So Ryan Hill gets held to 90 yards rushing, and we come away with the win. But even after this win, Con Childress, Blake Childress' little brother, commits to Wisconsin. I am shocked by this decision. I thought beating Wisconsin on the road would sway him, but it doesn't seem like it matters. He's committing to the Badgers. So now let's look at the final Big Ten standings. We go 10-2 overall, 7-2 in conference. Navy actually did win the last 2 games, so did Nebraska. So if we would have lost, Nebraska probably would have been in. And Ohio State wins the Leaders Division, going 11-1 and 8-1 in conference. Remember, their only loss was to Rutgers, and we saw how good Rutgers is going to be in the future. So we will face number 1 Ohio State. Marquette actually wins their last game of the season, and that saves the demotion to the American Athletic Conference. So they will be in the Big Ten at least one more season as they extend their time here with the win versus ranked Vandy. So that was a really good win. So in the Big Ten Championship, what do you have to look forward to? Well, top 5 projected pick, Brent Thompson. He is a dual threat quarterback, and NFL scouts are just salivating at the thought of having him as a quarterback because of the impact that guys like Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, all these new dual threat quarterbacks. There's always been dual threat quarterbacks, but as of late, the NFL has really ramped up and really taken on these guys and formed offenses around them. But the problem is, going up against this Ohio State is their defense. I mean, just look at them. Every single position, it's either a senior or a junior who makes a big impact. And let's talk about top 10 linebacker projected to go in the NFL draft, David Miller. He is a monster. 95 overall is going to be a tough game. Now, looking around the NCAA, the rest of the conference championships, Georgia LSU will be an amazing game. And looking around Florida State and Virginia Tech, number 2 and number 3. Wow, I mean, that's going to be an amazing game. The winner will surely go to the national championship. And even here, we have a chance to play spoiler for Ohio State. And if they win, they're in the national championship. But if they lose, that will ruin that season because they're projected to be in the national championship, obviously at number 1 ranking in the nation. So we have a chance to do something big. So next episode will be the biggest game in Whitetails history. You don't want to miss that one. Hit subscribe, hit that like button, stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I've been working hard for a minute. The ones who don't deserve it seem to be the ones that get it. The ones who speak the truth never get the recognition, but the ones that act foolish seem to get all the attention. It don't matter though. Yeah. Hey, it don't even matter though. No. Hey, it don't even matter.